Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel. As I was running around a little bit yesterday running some errands, I saw this out in one of my stops and I decided to grab it. This is Terraforming Mars, the dice game. I'd actually played this for the first time on Saturday at our big game day, and I'm surprised at how much I enjoyed it. I will admit that when it said dice game, I got alarmed because I was worried that the dice were going to determine your actions, but they actually don't. They're actually your resources, which I don't mind that nearly as much as I would mind if the dice were determining your actions. The turns are actually very simple, but right now we're not going to dwell on how the game works. We will see that incidentally when we give the rulebook our cursory thumb through. For now, we're just going to crack the box open and see what all we've got in here. So flipping this over, rolling Mars to life and includes the corporate era expansion. We have finally built colonies on Mars, but now we face an even bigger challenge: to bring the planet to life and make a new home for humanity. Will your corporation lead the way? Based on the best-selling strategy game Terraforming Mars, Terraforming Mars, the dice game, combines 60 custom dice with 159 unique cards to offer a fast-paced and easy-to-learn experience for families and gamers alike. My experience with the Terraforming Mars world has been very interesting. So the base game for Terraforming Mars, I owned it and all of the expansions, but I ended up getting rid of it because I didn't like it too much. It felt like that game was too much. And I just played Ares Expedition earlier tonight. I really enjoy that game because to me it feels like it feels kind of like the right mix of where I'd want to be when I'm playing a game like this. And this, like I said, I played this on Saturday for the first time, and it actually feels like the turns flow fairly well. I'll probably work on getting this to the channel at some point, but for now, let's crack this thing open and see what we've got in here. Look at the shrink wrap off first of all. All right, there's the shrink wrap off. And we'll pull the box open, see what we've got. All right, we're greeted by the Dized rulebook. I've got the Dized app on my phone, actually on my iPad, which gives you a tutorial mode, and I really like that. We've got the rulebook, which we'll give our cursory thumb through in a minute. Looks like we've got a credits sheet along with plugging some of the other games they have. Some of these might be worth a look. Looks like we're going to start getting greeted by Punchboard. Those are some of the milestones, player color tiles. Actually, this is everything for the corporate expansion. Backside of that. Then we've got some of the player aid cards, so you can see how a turn works in the game, along with what the dice are laid out as. How to set up for solo. Then we've got another one of those. Game board. There's that. We'll bring the rule book out of the way for a second. Looks like it's two different sides for different experiences. I think that's just some of the terrain on Mars. I can bring that out of the way. And we're greeted by more Punchboard. This is a different way to package Punchboard, and I actually kind of like this, to be honest. I like how it folds out into one sheet. Whoops, easy does it. I don't want to punch it until I'm ready for it. And the back side of that. Then we've got our 3 sets of cards, which I don't think those are actually the... I don't think these will take the green size sleeves that I normally use, but I'm definitely going to need to figure out what size those are so I can sleeve them. But we can get those out of the way. We've got the dice. which are going to stay separated. I was hoping they wouldn't come as one big clumped mess. We've got more baggies. I'll have to figure out what I want to do with those. Then we've got the cubes. Baggies will probably be for dice. Looks like we got styrofoam blocks. That'll be good for sleeving the cards. Put the dice back in, and now we'll give the rule book our cursory thumb through. It's a tiny rule book at 12 pages. So let's take a quick look here. I'll zoom in just a touch so we can focus on the rule book. Oop. Don't want you looking at my foot. It helps if I actually lock the camera in place. Okay, all of the rules for setting up. How to play the game. Game concepts. Okay. How the game ends and solo play. Corporate era and the promo pack. I don't mind the promo pack not being in here. I may have to track that down at some point. And the milestones. This will probably need to get photocopied. I'll also have to make more copies of the player aids, but let's put everything back in the box. Rule book, punch board, game board, all of this. That is everything in the box. We'll zoom that back out just a touch for the Terraforming Mars dice game. So as far as what's scheduled on the channel is concerned, later this week on Wednesday we're debuting Age of Innovation from Feuerland Spiel. Saturday, Mystical Munchies continues out of the World of Warcraft official cookbook with the side cornmeal biscuits. And Sunday, the fall campaign for Arkham Horror the card game continues with the 7th scenario, Return to Black Star's Rise. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.